Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm back with a love reading. Let's see what the vibe is. So I'm gonna use some other cards right now. So this is the Island Time Wellness cards. And I'm trying to be kind of discreet because, you know, it's late. And with love, you know, it can get a little spicy depending on the vibe. So my cards are kind of mixed up, so I need to fix them. So I am doing a live shuffle because I feel like, you know, that spontaneous message is usually what you need to hear, right? Just want to make sure all of them are in the same direction. Well, facing the same way. Move this over here. Let's see what the vibe is for love and relationships. What is it that you need to know right now? And let's see where that take us in the next hour or so. Okay. See what the vibe is for the collective for love and relationships. Okay. All of these came out. Separation. Beliefs come true. Trying too hard. In flow state came out in reverse. In crisis. Okay, so disclaimer, take what resonate, you know. If you want to take this, well, this is not what I'm going through right now. It may not be your message. If this is something from the past, you know, it could be stealing your energy. If this is what's to come, take what resonates on how to move forward for you, okay? Igniting the exciting. I was going to say exciting the igniting. So for some of you, this could be a new path, a new start, a fresh start. When I look at this, it reminds me of the Ace of Wands. Like something is starting, like you strike the match. Passion, excitement, you know. It gives me fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius may be significant for some of you. It says finding your soul's purpose, talent, new chapter, path, life change, share your unique gifts. So this could be creativity, some type of artistic energy, motivated, inspired. Maybe, you know, flames, you know, as in, you know, your soul's burning with passion, desire. And this could be romantically or just in general. So if you feel like you have this fresh new start to trailblaze, or, you know, you're engulfed with this new energy to move forward. For some of you, this could be after a breakup, right? There's separation here. So separation could be in any form. This could be you facing separation from your person, you are separated, or you're on your own right now, or this could be a breakup, past, current, or possible future. You know, these are choices. You choose to break up, you choose to separate forever or just for temporary, so let's see what the energy is. It says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. So for some of you, like I said, if this is past, maybe this past person is missing you. Maybe the separation gave them some time to focus on themselves, focus on their purpose. You know, maybe rekindling could be significant for some of you, or the desire to not rekindle, unsure of the future. You don't know where it's headed. For some of you, focusing on yourself could be significant. Maybe you are, looking good, working out, attracting things, attracting people, new career, or a new path that you're starting. And, you're not trying to focus on the separation. And for some of you, maybe that separation is motivating you to do better, or work on something, because beliefs comes true right here. It says your beliefs create your reality. Recognize and change emotions. Reprogram your subconscious mind. So for some of you, you could be focusing on your money. Maybe this separation caused you to focus on yourself, focus on your money. Changes could be significant. Trying too hard is here. It says force creates resistance. Let go and watch it flow. Rest, be lighthearted, and burn out. The flames here. So if you have this new desire to move forward, do something, start something, make sure you're not pushing yourself to exertion. Like controlling that fire, controlling that passion. You don't want to burn out. You don't want to do too much where you're left with depleted energy. I feel like you have a lot of energy, or you will be having a lot of energy, even if it's to date, even if it's to work on yourself, work on your career, work on your finances. You don't want to be doing too much, carrying too much on you, because it says in the flow state. This is in reverse. So in the zone, loving life, focus, high frequency, skill meets challenge, flotation therapy. So this is in reverse. So you could have blocked emotions, or suppressing your emotions for some of you. Maybe things are not flowing as they normally would, or you just feel like you're not into, those connections, maybe emotionally. So this could just be within yourself or with other people, because I do see it's kind of like you're putting your energy in other areas versus into love right now. And it could be due to a separation, or maybe a separation is triggering you emotionally, because there's crisis here. It says restructuring life, blessing within, clearing space, brings solution. I was gonna say brings resolution. So something could be resolved soon, some type of closure, some type of ending, and it could be the separation is gonna cause some type of spiral, or maybe cause you to think or move forward. Be careful of chaotic energy, especially when it comes to your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts take you down into a whirlwind. Just make sure you're aware of that. See deepest needs and emotions. So yeah, like you could be doing some shadow work, and you could be a path can be lightened, or enlightenment can be significant for some of you when it comes to your connection with your person, right? I feel like not everyone goes deep with their connections, right? Because I feel like someone is not trying to go deep because they don't want to get emotionally attached. They don't want to feel those emotions where they're just like doing too much or trying too hard to avoid those, even though they're feeling this separation. you know, there's sadness here. You know, they're probably trying too hard to focus on their money, you know, trying too hard to focus on their money, not focusing on their emotions regarding the separation, and it's causing a lot of chaos. But this is going to bring a new chapter. Some type of change is happening, some type of shift energetically. Okay, things probably are not flowing, you know. Okay, all these cards came out. It says on guard, finger pointing, abandonment, back together, strategy, patterns. Ooh, it's getting like deep for some of you, regardless if you're single or in a relationship. Take what resonates. Overall energy is relational abuse, and this is in reverse, so I'll take this as the overall energy. So I feel like this could be either some type of shadow work during a separation for some of you, even a breakup, right? Even if you are actually broken up from this person. So you're definitely guarded right now, or were guarded due to a past separation. Because I feel like for some of you, if you move past the separation, you are probably dating or about to start dating or about to start a new path in love. It says competing for someone at an impulse, guarded, need space, take time, skilled interaction. So for some of you, if you have this guard up, you know, you're protecting your heart, you know, and sometimes people don't look at that, you know, as, you know, people always want you to put your guard down, right? But the wall is up, the guard is up for a reason, and it could be, you know, those patterns that you recognize, you know, because for some people, they're not recognizing the red flags in an abusive relationship. That abuse can be financial, mental, emotional, psychological, physical, sexual, whatever abuse that is not being recognized. I feel like it triggers you to be on guard. There's probably a lot of finger pointing. There probably was a lot of finger pointing, or you're just like, nah, I don't want to deal with someone who finger points. Even if you're the one that finger points and you're recognizing this, I feel like you're starting to see your own patterns. And, you know, your own issues. So for some of you, this could be you working on yourself. If you're single, if you're separated, you're realizing these things in yourself, or the patterns or the relationships that you connect yourself to. It says our partners reflect our wounds. So you know how, well, a lot of my teachers back in the day used to say, when you have one finger pointing, you have another one pointing back at you. So it's kind of like, don't point your finger, don't judge others, don't, you know, like you can't throw stones if you live in a glass house type thing. So I feel like for some of you, you are starting to see your own red flags within your self-love relationships, right? It says relationships mirror what we are finger pointing. Take responsibility. So if it's time for you to take responsibility, or for your person to take responsibility, or this new person that's coming, you know, to take responsibility, let them go through what they need to go through. You go through what you need to go through, even if you have to guard yourself. Sometimes you have to, you know, go within to work on yourself before you start a new relationship, or you know, start a new job, a new position. Sometimes you have to make sure you're all balanced, you know, and be very strategic with these things, because if you know when to move, you know 10 steps ahead, you know how to maneuver through a crisis, you know, you probably wouldn't burn out. You probably wouldn't get triggered so much. You probably wouldn't have to, you know, feel like these deep sadness when it comes to separation. Because for some of you, you probably are dealing with separation anxiety, abandonment issues, codependencies. You know, you probably feel like, you know, because for some of you, you're probably going to get back together with someone that is probably reflecting of your wounds. Probably it may feel toxic or seem toxic. You know, it's a fear of abandonment. You know, maybe they're dealing with that, or you're dealing with that, or you're attracting someone that has that. Maybe that is the pattern for some of your relationships. Maybe you had to deal with codependencies and people that were, you know, always breaking your heart, but you guys get back together. Because I feel like these 2 cups here are, you know, a heart, and you pull them apart. It's a broken heart. So it's probably a back together, on and off type of situation. Or maybe you're on and off with fixing your own heart. Maybe that's why, you know, you're on guard. It says, fear and abandonment issues are affecting relationships. Ghosting, forgive, especially yourself. So, like I said, I feel like this is really you working on yourself during a separation, or your person working on themselves during a separation, or the new person that is supposed to come, right? Because new love always comes. The new person that it has to work on themselves so they can be 100% for themselves and for you. Like, I feel like, you know, even though there's, you know, 2 cups, 2 hearts, it makes me think of those like best friend heart necklaces that you can put together, or rings you can put together and pull apart. Like, you and your person are pretty much the same. Like, you guys probably both share these same issues, right? But you're always blaming them, but you need to take accountability. They need to take accountability when they're blaming you. So now you're both guarded, right? For some of you, getting back together after a separation, it's probably going to take some work, right? Self-work, relationship work. It says, reunited, good chances of getting back together, are back together, and things are flowing well again. So if someone just got back together with their ex, work on these things, right? Let them know how you feel. Like, I feel like it could be a start of something new where you both can be able to see your own patterns, your own red flags, your own hand in the abuse, whatever, you know, abuse it is. Because I feel like someone is going through some type of trigger when it comes to emotional abuse, physical abuse, separation, you know, like, even if it's like something from like younger, like, I feel like someone is going through that. And it could be you dealing with someone who went through this and you didn't even cause that. So I feel like there's still healing pieces with this connection. But strategy, it says, have a game plan, implement daily routines that support your goals, be clear about your dreams and patterns, be aware of dating patterns, stop what doesn't work, subliminals, change subconscious patterns. So for some of you, if you've already healed this and you start to see that you're always dating someone with these issues, or you start seeing the patterns in your own relationship connections, I feel like, you know, that's a time for you to be, one, aware, right? To figure out, is this what you want? You know, being clear and honest with yourself. You know what path you're taking. You know where you're headed. And if you don't, you're going to know once you start seeing the patterns. Like, I feel like someone, they have a plan where they're going, where they're headed, and now they can observe, they can see things clearer now after recognizing these patterns. Even if you are back together, going back together, and then you're like both giving half, you know, I feel like if you're putting in waiting for someone to meet you halfway, you're gonna always, you know, have those moments of cup half full. Like, I don't know, I just always feel like come whole now. You know, back in the days, I used to have this mindset of 50-50, but why do you want to be at 50%? You know, even if someone else is being 50%, you can give more. You know, it's like give and take, and sometimes you give more and you receive less, and sometimes you give less, you receive less, and sometimes you give more, you get back more. I feel like coming together, even though you have maybe less than, I feel like working together, figuring out how to you know, co-balance these emotions and heal together is going to help you. You know, even for those that know that you see your person on this journey, because I feel like there's a new path. For some of you, you can rekindle, you can reconnect, you can get back together, but it's going to be, it's going to be like work, like the work that you're going to have to put in, like face those abandonment issues. For some of you, you know, you could be needing to work on yourself, work by yourself. Unfortunately, sometimes that separation is needed so that you can fix yourself, to clear out anything that's going to block you in your connections. You know, sometimes you have to look at your own patterns, take responsibility and accountability for your own patterns. And during the separation, I feel like somebody is going to learn a valuable lesson, you know, and it's probably going to spark something, and somebody's going to get back together, you know. Let's see what else comes out for this. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Okay, I'm going to take it a little deeper and let's see what else comes out. So if you're single, dating, you know, work on yourself before you get in a new connection. You know, you don't want to go into a situation where you can't even recognize red flags and patterns because you're not fully healed, right? You're guarded, you know. You still have attachments, right? Because somebody's getting back together, regardless if you're getting back with an ex or the current person you're with, or, you know, somebody's getting back together, somebody's reuniting. So that's keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So if you're dealing with somebody who has an open mind, or, you know, they're really intrigued, I feel like this person has some type of interest in a conversation or communication. They're very attentive. You know, they want to listen to what you have to say. You know, maybe they like to talk or enjoy conversations. It says keep an open mind. So I just feel like their mind, their mental may be different, or they think different. It's just like some type of intrigue. See, yeah. See what else comes out. You know, keep an open mind if you're dating somebody that is really in tune with fixing things and mending things. You know, they probably might point out your issues and you're just like, nah. Like, nah. Past life relationship. Passions. Whoa. Look at this. Codependency just wanted to come out, right? Mention codependencies. Wow. Okay. Reconciliation. Pay attention to the red flags. I love when I get confirmation on things. Healing family issues, trust, passion. Express your love. You might be meeting a soulmate. Wow, interesting, interesting, interesting. How you like those apples? Like, I don't know, that was weird. That's just what I heard and felt the urge to say. So, I don't know, that could be significant for somebody. But express your love is here. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, for some of you, if you're dealing with somebody, you know, and you want to move forward, I feel like you have plenty of signs to move forward. If you choose to, right? Even if this is a past relationship, y'all life is y'all life. Y'all know y'all situation better than anybody can tell you. You know, you could be dealing with somebody you go back and forth, on and off. You're separated, then you back together. You separate, then you back together. It could be codependency issues. Maybe you're addicted to them, you're obsessed with them, and vice versa, you know, and that's your prerogative. That's your story. That's your journey, your connection with this person. You choose to separate, you choose to get back together, and usually it could be a mutual thing or you walking away to focus on yourself. Whatever it is, that's your story, right? For some of you, you might feel like this is a soulmate connection. And the card that comes out, it says, yes, this is a soulmate. Everybody's philosophy with soulmates is different, right? So take what resonates for you. When you see these cards as well, if you feel like that is your sign, take what resonates, because your sign could be, this is a red flag, right? Because there's, you know, some things that are not being paid attention to, you know, especially codependencies, abandonment issues, you know, pay attention to those red flags. Keep an open mind, especially if someone comes back to say, hey, let's work on these things. I noticed these things about us. Because during their separation, I feel like they're doing a lot of work. And then that work could ignite something, regardless if, you know, you're going back to someone and you're trying to start something new. This is, you know, this is what it is. Someone could be healing a family dynamic, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So either this is a generational thing, right? Where you recognize the patterns in your own family history, you know, and maybe this could be regarding baby mom, baby father, husband, wife dynamic, mom, dad dynamic, where you're healing connections, but you're moving forward with someone else, or you're getting back together with that person. Definitely I see children here, so definitely see it here, especially with keeping an open mind. That's when I seen it first, but children is here. So if you have children and your children see you separate, get back together, just make sure that you be mindful of those things and take it how you resonate. You know, it can mean something, it can mean nothing, but you know, trust your intuition when it comes to how you feel, especially, you know, everyone's emotions is valid. You know, don't let someone gaslight you or manipulate into, you know, how you feel is wrong. It's okay to have deep feelings for someone and not sure if you want to get back together or not sure if you want to reconcile, not sure if you know, want to heal a family. It's okay to feel those things, because I feel like you have to go through your own moment of truth, your own moment of aha, you know? Even in the midst of chaos, you have to figure it out yourself. Okay, it says the signs, under reconciliation is give your relationship a chance. So for some of you, this getting it back together is to give your relationship a chance. It says someone from your past is returning into your life, past life relationship. You've known this person before, so someone from your past is definitely coming back. What you choose to do is what you choose to do. You know, they could be coming back because they have codependencies. Maybe they don't know how to detach from you, right? Or maybe you don't know how to detach from them if you really want to move on and you can't. That's a red flag. Why you can't let go. For some of you, that could be a red flag for you to fix abandonment issues, codependencies, addictions. Maybe you're addicted to the passion and obsessed with the passion. It could be just really strong passion. Like, I just feel like maybe the masculine, you know, I don't know, something about the masculine here just makes me feel like, even with this card here, like the dad. So I don't know, daddy issues could be significant. Doesn't even matter what type of you know, I don't know, it just looked like the kids are just hugging the dad, right? Says your love life benefits when you forgive your parents. So I don't know, some type of forgiveness with the dad or your baby daddy, letting you know, those emotions of forgiveness come in. I don't know, I feel like this is like an awkward hug. Like an awkward hug when I say that. So I don't know, maybe give your relationship a chance. This could be co-parenting. Maybe you guys are not back together in a romantic sense, but it's just like, okay, let's do this for the children. Because maybe you have to keep an open mind with that. You know, it could be your baby daddy probably still is attracted to you for some of you. Yeah, definitely could be a father, mother, kid dynamic. Because, I mean, I don't know, there's a lot of passion here. Like, when I look at these cards, I feel like the masculine could be trying to, like, either hug you on the low, touch you on the low to reignite that passion. And you're just like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, chill, like, on guard. You know, you recognize the patterns, the merry-go-round type thing. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So this could be a husband, an ex-husband, or someone you probably wanted to marry, or someone you see yourself marrying. Take it how it resonates. You guys could be connected in a wifey hubby type of situation, or feel that way, or just feel like maybe common law marriage could be significant for some of you. But it says this situation is causing for you to have faith. So in all things, trust that everything works out, right? Regardless of how your story is, how it ends, how it began, where it's at currently, just trust the process, right? What you want, your beliefs come true, right? Your beliefs come true. Like, if you want a family dynamic, you can get it. You might have to just walk away from a situation in order to get it. And for some of you, getting back with a situation to get it could be significant. But pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to what feels toxic, what feels like, you know, you're trapped. You know, you have to go through weird, you know, situations. Be mindful of that. But, you know, playing your cards right. This reconciliation wants to slide out, so I'll keep it there. Reconciliation is there. Reconciliation does not always have to mean you guys will get back together and have a relationship. Reconciliation could be in perspective. I'll take that. It could be just mending things, being cordial, right? Being cordial. It doesn't always have to be anything romantic. It could just be platonic between you and someone, but someone from your past is returning to your life. So if they come back to reconnect, see what they're coming back for. Perspective. Gaining clarity, see other side, consideration, impression versus facts, taking responsibility for your life. That's the overall energy. So I feel like things are going to shift. You're going to see their perspective, they're going to see yours, and you guys are going to probably find commonalities and common ground within a situation. For some of you, this could just be you sitting by yourself, going through that work by yourself. You know, that inner work. You seeing things what you need to see in order for you to recognize the patterns. Even if you keep reconciling with someone and you see the patterns, be aware. Be aware of those dating patterns. You know, even, you know, being so forgiving can be harmful to you to a degree, right? If that's what you feel, that's a valid point. You know, because I feel like you probably have this attachment to this person, and you know, you just feel, I don't know, they could make you feel safe. You probably feel safe in their arms, the comforting, the nurturing energy. So if there's some type of connection still there, that's your choice. That's their choice. That's your choice. Just trust the process.